Hey everyone, it's Janet from Head to Toe. I just have a review that I wanted to share with you today. I was sent these brushes from Sigma. Right there, this is the brush roll with all of the face brushes in there. And I just wanted to talk about a little bit about each brush. First of all, I wanted to start off with the little Kabuki. It's the SS182. The numbering coincide with the MAC brush numbers, so if you have a brush that, is from MAC and you think it's kind of too expensive, you might look into the Sigma brushes because it's already numbered the same. The Kabuki brush, I really like this brush. It's really soft and really dense. That's, I think, one of the most important things about a Kabuki brush or any face brush is I personally like them to be really dense because they seem to pick up a lot of the pigment of whatever you're using. That's the 182. This is probably one of my favorite brushes from Sigma. It's the 150. It's like a face powder brush. If you can see how large this is. My other favorite face powder brush is this one. It's from Trish McAvoy, and as you can see, the Sigma one is quite a bit larger, which is really nice if you have like a setting powder or something you need all over your face. And they're both about the same softness, except this one is pretty pricey, so yeah, I really like this one a lot. And then this one, I think a lot of people will be interested in it. It's the 187. It's the skunk brush or duo fiber brush. I really like these brushes because, they're really great with heavily pigmented blush or even blending in your foundation. It makes it look airbrushed. And it's pretty dense. I think it's not quite as dense as the MAC version. Still really pretty big, and, I think it's a pretty good size for blush. And then this is the 188. It's the smaller version. Here's the 187 and 188. So you can see it's a little bit smaller, so if you wanted to use it for, I'd probably use it for something like contouring, like in the hollows of the cheekbones. Or even if you wanted to dab on concealer and then sort of blend it out. It would be really great for that. And this next brush is the 109. Oh, if you have really small cheekbone space, I think it would be really nice as a blush brush. And you could also use it for contouring. I like it because it's really dense. Again, dense and soft, and I don't know, it just feels really nice. And then this brush is the foundation brush. It's a 190 brush, and this is probably my least favorite brush in the set because when I first got mine, it was very, I don't know, kind of pokey or scratchy at certain angles. It had just a couple really scratchy pieces. I had to wash it a couple times for it to get a little bit softer, but I've had other, cheaper foundation brushes that, I don't know, it just seemed to work softer than this one. But since I've washed it, I mean, it works pretty well now. Probably not the first thing I would reach for, but it does its job. This is probably one of my favorite brushes in this set. It's the 168. It's sort of like an angled blush brush. I love this. It just puts on blush perfectly. It is just the perfect size for my face. And I have been on the quest for the perfect blush brush, and I think this is it. This is the other brush that I usually use. It's a Sephora Professional brush, and it's kind of the same size without having the angle, but this one is so much softer. It's not as dense. So I don't know, it just doesn't feel as exact for where you want to put your blush. And this one I think does a better job. And the last face brush in the set is this one. It's a 197. It's like a flat top bronzer brush, and it's made of synthetic materials. I could see you putting on mineral makeup with it if you want it a little bit with heavier coverage. It's really, really dense and very soft. The only downside is brushes like this that are really thick and you know, densely packed but are synthetic is when you wash them, they kind of take a while to dry. But it's still really nice if you're into synthetic brushes, and this would be especially good for bronzer also. And Sigma also sent me this travel kabuki. It's called Breakfast with Audrey. It has its little case. And this is pretty cool because you could just pull it down. And it's very, very soft and fluffy and dense. This is a synthetic kabuki, which, so let me compare that to their 182. This one's a lot more fatter, and it's natural bristles, and this one is synthetic, and it's kind of smaller and even softer. So that's good for travel, and you can just close it like this and have the little cap.